When people say that Tinubu can never be removed from office, that no judge will ever try that the Nigerian president has too much powers, this, that, they are actually saying it without looking at the facts that are different in Tinubu's case. Tinubu's case is so different that you can't compare it with Buhari versus Atiku in 2019 or Buhari versus Yar'Adua in 2007. Also, when people make these kind of statements, they forget that we have a judicial precedent on the sacking of a former president. So if a former president has been sacked by the court, why will Tinubu's case be different? Yes, Ernest Shonekan was sacked in 1993 by a federal high court, but people will say, it's not a fair comparison that Ernest Shonekan wasn't elected. But Ernest Shonekan actually collected pensions as a former president. He even attended Council of State meetings. So if he wasn't a former president, why did he enjoy all these largesses that former presidents enjoy? Also, the 1999 constitution we are using today was given to us by the military. And some of the decrees that military men made in the past were all consolidated. When the Fourth Republic started, they were all made acts of parliament. Now, let's see the similarities between Tinubu and Shonekan. Shonekan was appointed by former Nigerian dictator Ibrahim Babangida. Babangida was under serious pressure after he annulled the election of MKO Abiola, plus the $12 billion of oil revenue that Nigeria made during the Gulf War in 1991. He couldn't account for any of them, so under serious pressure, he had to quickly find a way to leave office. That made him to appoint Ernest Shonekan as an interim president. Now, on Tinubu's side, he was appointed by Buhari with the aid of Mahmoud Yakubu and others who participated in the heist that took place in February 25, 2023. Like Babangida, Buhari was also under serious pressure, having plunged Nigeria into serious debt. He couldn't solve security challenges despite spending billions of dollars in new equipment for the military. Even his home state of Katsina and neighboring state of Zamfara are still till today plagued by banditry and insecurity issues. That's why he couldn't stay in Nigeria after telling Nigerians that he performed wonderfully well, but he couldn't stay in Nigeria. Now, let's see what the court said when they sacked Shonekan. The court said that his position is unconstitutional, that Nigeria's constitution does not recognize an interim president. Now, let's see the constitutional matters that the court will look at in Tinubu's case. Tinubu is the first person to take oath of office as president of Nigeria without winning 25% in Abuja. Since the Fourth Republic started in 1999, no person has ever won the presidential election without winning his region. Obasanjo won the Southern region in 1999 and in 2003. Yar'Adua won the Northern region in 2007. Goodluck Jonathan won the Southern region in 2011. Buhari won the Northern region in 2015 and in 2019. All the past presidents all scored the mandatory 25% requirement in Abuja before being declared winner of the presidential election. Only Tinubu failed to meet this important requirement. Mind you that the constitution says that if there is no winner after the first round in a situation where there are more than 2 candidates contesting for the presidential election, in the second round, Abuja 25% is not required. So the drafters of the constitution know why they did it that way. And it is the law. So far that it has not been amended, it is the law. So the court will look at the constitutional requirements that Tinubu failed to meet. When they finish that, they will go on to the election proper, whether he scored the lawful votes, whether he met the 25% spread in 2/3 of 36 states of Nigeria. Because going by the Beavers report, tendered at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, it shows that he benefited from overvoting massively in many states that runs into thousands of votes. So the court will look at all this evidence and do the needful